Hello, listeners, and welcome to episode 16 of the Otafest Podcast. I'm Jay.
I'm Alfred.
I'm Dio.
Sorry, I totally cut you off.
Yeah, it's going to be a great episode. Again, today, we're obviously going to get in each other's way, talking, if any early indications are prove true. This episode, of course, is brought to you by Voice Dubs Production Studios. We'll talk to you about them a little bit later, but right now, we'll get straight to our Otafest news.
Okay, so friendly reminder, Otafest Pocket is going to be this Saturday. That's September 10th, 2016. It's just going to be sort of like a pin trading party. It's pin trading party, microcon, sort of. It's a new concept we're kind of test driving.
Microcon, I kind of like that. I haven't heard it described that way yet.
I think that was the idea because like people really like our pin trading parties. They really liked Rock the Hill. They really liked the garage sale type thing we did. So it's the same sort of deal, just really, really small on a small scale. And we are charging $5 for admission for that. Mm-hmm. Additional info can be found at otafestaurora.com/pocket, and you get to see us do another live podcast recording.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Because that's what you want to do is see us doing it as opposed to just listening. Because if there was a reason to see us, we'd probably be doing video.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be.
Well, we
good.
did one video that turned out good. I thought.
Yeah, it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah. In other news, we'll be visiting Edmonton Expo during September 23rd to 25th, so come by our table for more news, merchandise, and a chance to pre-purchase your Aurora 2016 pass. Speaking of Aurora, the 2016 panelist submissions are open until September 30th. Volunteer
Get that stuff in.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
No
a
jokes.
harsh reminder that I haven't submitted anything yet.
Jay, have you put yours in yet?
I have not put mine in yet. I'm going to.
So we're all guilty.
Yeah, first of all, we're all guilty. But again, I want to remind people to put it in specifically because people do want to see like a large variety, and you as part of the community can help give that that experience to the community as a whole.
I always tell people that panels are the lifeblood of cons, and they really are. They take up like 90% of the programming. So,
and there's a lot of people that we know also that like they say like, oh, I don't really go to panels, but that's not always true. Like, it's not about going to every panel.
Yeah,
it's about going to the ones that you want to see. But in order to have those ones to go to,
They
someone
have to
has
exist
to
in the
host
first
it.
place.
Correct.
Yeah.
So do it. Do your part.
Volunteer applications are going to be open until September 9th.
I love you, volunteers.
And that's going to be, that's the day right before Pocket. So, that's actually this week, this Friday. So, get that in. Our vendors, Artist Alley submissions, are already done.
Yes,
I think.
they are.
Yeah.
Up
Yeah.
and they've passed. So
Yeah. So,
It's always hectic.
always
yeah,
hectic.
it always is. But they put up with it, and it ends up working out. But if you missed out this year, I mean, there's always next year, and there's always Otafest 2017. So
Yeah.
don't be too discouraged.
Man, con season just doesn't end. We're like it just feels like
As long as
yesterday.
we're not Vancouver, I don't care.
Yeah. No, it just feels like yesterday we were at Otafest 2016. Just at
Yeah, it's
downtown,
crazy. It's
and
already
then-
September, but it just doesn't feel like it.
yeah, and then like Aurora's
just-
looming on us. Right?
We always
Because-
have stuff to do. We're always busy. We try to be involved in the community. We try to be involved with our volunteers. In case people didn't know, we just recently hosted our Volunteer Appreciation Day.
Oh, yeah.
That's not really a secret. It's just a
You
lot
mean
of people
Ribfest?
probably don't know. Maybe.
You mean Ribfest?
Yeah, exactly. Ribfest.
Holy
Oh my
crap,
God,
those
that
are
stuff
so
was
good.
so good.
Which ones you get?
Gator Barbecue.
Gator
Shout out
Barbecue.
to Gator Barbecue
Gator
because
Barbecue.
I get them at Stampede. I first fell in love with them at Stampede 2 years ago, and they have my heart and my stomach and my wallet.
The important things in life.
Yeah, Volunteer
God, so
Appreciation
good.
Day fell on the same day as Calgary Ribfest, and it was just like
Yeah, it was like a stone's throw away from where we were hosting.
oh man.
But for anyone who's actually interested in volunteering, that's a great. Like, it's not the reason you should be volunteering, I think, and
But it's an
it
incentive.
isn't for most people.
Yeah.
But obviously, we want to treat our volunteers well because you help us make it.
Otafest, what
like,
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we can't run around doing everything.
Yeah, and kind of wish I could though. I mean, how many cons were this weekend? Holy crap!
Yeah, so many.
I think it was okay. So PAX.
Yep.
A lot of friends are in PAX.
Yes.
I have one friend over at Fan Expo Toronto.
Yeah. Dragon Con.
Dragon Con is on. Salt Lake City. Comic Con is on.
Yeah.
And the fifth one, San Japan.
Yeah, San Japan, that's right.
San Japan's the one in San Antonio, Texas, I think.
Don't quote me.
I
want-
don't remember.
I'm trying to remember because
I thought
I think
San Japan
everyone
was
knows.
or is it? I thought that was in San Jose.
I don't know.
Nope, don't think it's San Jose. I don't think it's a California con.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like that Labor Day long weekend is just crazy for cons, and like
it makes sense though.
Yeah.
It's a good timing for cons.
It's the
like
last weekend in
before
summer.
school.
Yeah,
for
cons
most people.
always compete though. Like a lot of people bring up like, oh, okay, I don't want to go to a con if it's on this day if it's competing with another con. Well, it's like, well, sorry, you have to choose. Like, look at this situation, right?
Yeah.
Like 5 cons on one weekend. It's like, good luck, right?
Yeah.
So.
But everyone usually brings something different to the table.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
Like, I mean,
Those are vastly
Salt Lake
different
City
cons, yeah.
Comic-Con isn't exactly the same as going to PAX, right? Like
No.
they have a similar demographic, but their core demographic is different. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's not nearly as bad.
Man, I really wish I could have made it out to PAX. Holy crap.
Yeah, it looks like it was quite the event, and I'm every year I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go, and I've been to Seattle once for a con this year already, so I'm gonna have to add PAX.
Did you see the Final Fantasy 15 stuff?
Oh yes, I
The
did.
Chocobo car?
Ooh,
That looks cool.
It just like
PAX
warms
is
my heart.
probably the only con that I have a real serious interest in going to. Not like hating every other con going out there, but it's really everyone says it offers a little bit more of a unique experience because it's a blend. PAX obviously is hosted by Penny Arcade, and Penny Arcade is like half industry and half community. Does that make sense? Like it's a little bit different in that sense than for example, you have SoccerCon or like where it's more
SoccerCon is very much community though. They're
community,
they're
like
It's
community
a community
based,
convention versus something like
even Calgary Expo. Calgary
Calgary
Expo is a little
Expo
bit more of
where
an
it's
industry,
industry
more of an
convention.
industry,
right?
Yeah.
Or E3 isn't definitely an industry con. It's not really a con, but
Well, it's not
you
a
see what
con,
I mean.
Yeah.
Right? Like an
I keep
event.
hearing about the lines at PAX, though. The lines seem to be like the big turnoff for most people, I think. But
That's kind of just something you have to deal with when you have a convention at that size.
Either deal with it or start getting to know more people.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at any big con, like you look at Anime Expo or Dragon Con or SDCC, like they all have
You
quote
can't
unquote.
you can't eliminate it.
Yeah,
I
like when you
can't-
just have a lot
yeah.
of people, there's going to be lineups.
Yeah.
the thing is, I can't really see how that big of a con can fit into the Seattle Convention Center. Like it's at the Washington State
Yeah,
Convention
considering
Center.
like I was there in March, like how do you cram that many people?
Yeah,
in
because
there?
like SoccerCon's big, but PAX is bigger,
Big.
and like SoccerCon already felt like it was taking up like the majority of the space,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, I'd like to see it. Maybe I'll skip SoccerCon next year and go to PAX instead.
I want to do both.
Oh man, I wish I had the money for that.
Yeah,
Like
that's
two trips to
PAX-
Seattle in 1 year is like
that's well. I mean, at least this
Yeah.
year the dollar will hopefully be better. I mean, it's already better than
yeah,
it was when we went.
You're saying that like our prices will be adjusted to account for that, which they won't be.
Yeah, this
but
is true.
anyways, yeah.
Anyways, that was a little spiel about just our local cons. Again, we'll hopefully
really
see you at
local,
Otafest
yeah.
Pocket. We'll also see you at Edmonton Expo, I believe, right?
Yeah, Amazon
That's-
Expo is gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's the end of the month.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
We'll be there. We'll have a table. We'll have more news, more info, all the good
Pins.
stuff leading up to Aurora. So,
Horse pins, yeah,
yep, come visit us.
yeah. Please do.
So today we kind of wanted to talk a little bit about our kind of like our favorite little theme topic, which is anime predictions for the season.
Yeah.
So this is for winter,
Fall.
fall. Okay.
There are 4 seasons. Even though we live in Canada, there are 4 seasons.
Autumn just kind of fades out. Like, sorry, like
Well,
autumn just
yeah,
doesn't exist to
literally.
me. Yeah, it just doesn't exist to me.
Out here, we kind of just transition from summer where it's really hot to winter.
Yeah.
It's
It's
hot
already friggin' cold.
and then it's
outside.
cold.
Yeah, it's decently cold today. Yeah,
It's
I'd say so.
sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like last week it was nice and warm, and then now it's already like I want to wear blankets and hoodies and long sleeves and
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, shows, like, what are we looking at? Is it just the usual gamut of second seasons?
It's all
and-
crap. I mean, it's all great.
Okay, all right, we're done here.
No, I
We're done here.
disagree. It looks like
Someone has to.
it looks like an interesting season. It looks better than this season, at least. It
Okay,
looks like there's
what
a lot
was
more
bad about this
variety.
season? I think you mentioned this like a couple episodes ago.
Yeah,
but,
I think it was in the last episode where like there was not a ton of variety in this season.
and Berserk was a huge
Berserk was a
disappointment.
huge disappointment, and there was nothing that stood out as particularly unique or good or entertaining.
Is Macross Delta done yet?
It is as of today, episode 23 or today, so it'll be done in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
time to marathon that.
Yeah, it's gotten interesting. I just watched episode 23
I keep hearing now it's like there's a lot more throwbacks to the original Macross.
Yeah.
Okay.
This week they had the
Don't
main
spoil it.
character.
Don't spoil it.
There's a song callback.
Okay, all right. There's always a song callback.
Yeah.
Okay, but still. Anyways.
There's a character who performs an action throughout this course of the story, which has repercussions.
It's not really story relevant. It's just a nice little callback.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, speaking of kind of like music-y shows,
It's more idol crap, isn't it?
There are two idol shows.
There's so many,
Idol
but-
hell is real.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a real
really
thing.
real.
we've broken them into categories. I didn't want to talk about every friggin' show because, in all honesty, there's at least like 30 shows every season. So we only really choose ones that are like maybe interesting for the genre that we think. But that's by no means a full recommendation because we don't know how it's gonna play out. It might be total shit. But
Usually is.
yeah, we've got one here called Classicaloid, which I assume is kind of like Vocaloid because I don't know naming conventions.
Classical Lloyd.
Classicaloid.
Classic,
Instead of Vocaloid,
Classicaloid. Okay,
it's
all right.
Classicaloid.
All right. Oh,
It's-
speaking of Vocaloid, wasn't it Miku's like 10th birthday?
Yeah, Miku's 10th birthday was last week.
And she's friends with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, she's
apparently.
friends with Scarlett Johansson.
Did you
Have you
see
seen
that?
that commercial? Oh my god. It's a
I'm-
shampoo
It's a
commercial.
shampoo commercial.
I'm really okay with not knowing any of this. I mean, my brain is full of completely worthless information.
yeah.
This is just more that.
No,
I mean,
it's one of those really weird Japanese things with
crossovers.
no.
Is
it's not-
is it a Japanese commercial?
Yes, it's a
Japanese
Japanese
commercial.
shampoo commercial.
Friggin' Tommy Lee Jones.
Yes,
Yes,
it's one of those.
it's
Or
one of
like,
those.
so we're
like,
watching this after.
So like basically it's a shampoo it's a commercial for shampoo, but like she lets her hair down all the way.
Yeah.
And like there's ads of Scarlett Johansson everywhere, like with her beautiful hair. And then she
Yeah.
gets a phone call from Scarlett and it's like a pre-recorded
Hi
thing.
Miku, this is Scarlett.
She literally says
Being
that.
yourself is how you make your dreams come true.
and then
Bye.
Mick was like, no English. So sorry.
No, she's like, okay.
It's really funny.
Funny or awkward? Or
It's
both?
kind of
Both.
both. Yeah, it's kind of both.
But that was all over Twitter recently, and that was hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, Miku's 10, and that means I don't know, the whole singing anime thing is 10, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because like, okay, no,
we
you're
gonna
saying
say
that idol shows have been around longer than we credit them for.
Yeah,
right?
they've been around for quite a long
Like
time.
Love Live was the big one.
Yeah,
that
Love
kinda
Live was a
brought
huge
it
one.
back,
Idol
right?
Master is a huge one.
Idol
that-
Master before that, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're seeing like there's the Otome show that's actually getting its 4th season this season. OG Prince Sama, some other such thing.
Original Gangster Prince Sama?
Oh no! Oh sorry, here it's right here with me. Utano Prince Sama.
What do you
What do you mean by OG, man?
Original Gangster Prince Sama. Desu yo. Here to hit up the airwaves with Chew. Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of idol shows, but I think Vocaloid and Miku in
Okay,
particular.
so
really...
what's Classicaloid about? Is it actually like classical
We
music?
haven't talked about
like,
the show yet.
Like robot classical music? Or-
So if you'd like to kindly read it out for
Oh
us.
god, alright. The story follows high school students Kanae and Sosuke who live in a provincial town that is trying to revitalize itself with music. One day, suddenly, classicaloid versions of Beethoven and Mozart, are you freaking kidding me?
Mozart-kun.
Appear in front of Kanae and Sosuke. Oh my god. Alright, hang on.
Compose for me.
Jeez. Okay.
Composer sign,
Thanks, Japan.
notice me.
When the suspicious-looking classicaloids play music they call mujiku, it has a strange power. Stars start to fall and giant robots appear. Holy crap, I'm on board. Now every day is tumultuous.
I chose some interesting shows.
Eventually, more classicaloids start to appear, such as Bach, Chopin, and Schubert. What is the great power that the classicaloids have? Are they friends or foe to humanity?
It's like classical music Macross.
Okay, wow. As a former piano student, this kind of offends me. Notice how I actually pronounced them correctly?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, man.
Fucking nerd. But yeah, I thought it was really interesting at least, or like, I don't I don't know if the show is going to be interesting. I just like the way that they write up these synopses.
That
I mostly
actually
choose them by the
No,
synopsis.
I think
so out there, it could work.
whoever writes the English synopses for these anime, they must be like, okay, it's weird. I'm just gonna roll with it. This is what it is. Here it is, as straightforward as possible. I don't care that it's weird. Here it is.
Just here you go. Just take it. Just take it.
Well, I think sometimes that's important to
Yeah.
just say like screw it and like I don't care what your expectations are. Just the show is made. The voices have been recorded. So yeah. Moving on from just kind of like music one. Well, this one's also slightly music related, maybe.
Yeah,
Not
it's
exactly.
an idol show.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because this one, can you scroll up so I can see the title again real quick?
Yeah.
Moe, girlish. Oh no, that's the
Girlish number.
girlish number.
Moe is
Moe
the
is
genre.
the
Moe is
genre.
the genre.
Is
This
that
one-
actually legit a genre to itself, though? Moe
Yeah,
shows?
I
it's
would argue,
become
yeah,
one.
because I mean, think of shows like Lucky Star.
Okay, yeah.
Lucky Star was the beginning of that genre.
You
They
think of
almost
shows like
look-
K-On!
Okay, yeah, fine. K-on's pretty Moe.
And
All right.
yeah, honestly, this one, like the preview image looks like a
K-On!
a little bit of KyoAni, but I don't know who Dimodea is.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
either.
Domidia?
Dio Media. The story
Whatever.
follows the
Dio
lives.
Media.
Me, I
Dio-
do it.
it's Dio Media.
My animation studio.
Dio Media.
The story follows the lives
You thought
of
it was KyoAni,
Chitose
but it is I, Dio.
Karasuma. A college student who aspires to be an idol voice actress and other young women in the industry. Oh, I have news for you.
You're gonna have a bad time. I hope you know
Just
you can
ask
never have a
Nancy
boyfriend
C2.
ever again.
kind of
Well,
wonder-
actually, in Japan, it's a little different, right? Voice acting in Japan versus voice acting in North America. Because Nancy C2's, you know,
Well, no, she wants to be an idol. Oh, I guess
an idol voice actress, which means like
Yeah.
singing on top of that, I
Yeah.
think, right?
So it's kind of another idol-ish show.
It's an idol show. Let's
Yeah.
not deny it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, except I don't think she performs in that sense, like on stage. I'm kind of curious as to how they're going to show that.
They look like an idol group. Sort
Well,
of.
think of like Aya Hirano. She was like the big like idol voice actress for the longest time,
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
and
yeah.
like, I mean, they're subject to the same rules as regular idols. There was a huge scandal about her having like a boyfriend,
Which is ridiculous.
which
but,
is
yeah.
ridiculous.
But that happens a lot in especially
Asian
in
cultures, yeah.
Asian pop culture. If you are a celebrity,
Yeah.
basically the moment you admit that you are in a relationship and you're like a bankable star,
Yeah.
you might as well just shoot yourself in the face, kind of like
Yeah.
Your career's done.
Your
for
career's
the, like,
done,
this
effectively.
is going
yeah.
way back, but like especially like if you're Chinese and you know the name Andy Lau.
Yeah,
Andy
Andy
Lau,
Lau, yeah,
it
yeah.
was like one of the first Cantonese pop idols, and this is like a 30-year reign kind of thing. Right?
Yeah,
like
he was like the king.
he
Yeah.
dominated that scene, especially in southern China.
Well,
and
it was
Hong Kong.
him and Jackie Chung. I remember that. If
Yeah.
you guys grew up with Canto Pop and Mando Pop, you guys will.
Yeah, and for Andy Lau, he couldn't even admit that he had a wife.
Yeah.
Until
Yeah, I
he was
remember
in
that.
his 50s.
There was also
Damn.
recently there was an actor who got like caught in a sex scandal, but like it was his computer that was hacked,
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
they blamed him
gosh.
for it basically. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
it's pretty messed up. Kind of, I don't know if ecchi really counts as a genre, but I kind of just, I think it's kind of a
Listen,
genre.
I don't even have to read the description. It's animated by
harem?
Zebek.
What's
I don't know
Zebek?
who Zebek
Zebek is the studio. They come out with a new show every like couple of years. Like they put out a show and then they just hide away for 5 years and then they come back. And they are the one studio that is responsible for putting out anime that is literally as close to straight up hentai as you can air
Oh.
on nighttime TV.
I did not know that.
Okay.
I think the last show I watched that they did, I think was it Wizard Barristers, where it was actually supposed to be like a serious show about like a wizard lawyer.
Actually, okay. Rereading the description, this definitely sounds like some weird porn plot line.
Shall I?
Kamanashi Nozomi,
In brackets, she's 17 years old.
yeah, is an exceptional gymnast. So much that colleges with some of the best gymnastic programs are trying to recruit her. Unfortunately for them, she has other plans. Due to her family being extremely poor, money is everything to her. That's why she wants to step into the world of keijo, in quotation marks. Keijo is a type of gambling sport where girls stand on a small floating platform. This sounds like Dead or Alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the same type
like-
of
like
game.
And
butt
compete
wrestling
against
thing.
each other. The aim is to push the contestant off of the platform into the water, but they are only allowed to use their butt or breasts. Good luck, Asia.
Dang.
To push the
Shade.
others off.
Oh man.
Will Nozomi will be able to compete in the intense world of Keijo and bring wealth and fortune for her family?
Oh my god.
Deska?
So you
America
watching it?
wins. America wins.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I mean, like ZMAX shows are so over the top and so like beyond fan servicey. Like I'm pretty sure their goal is to just sit down and see what can we draw that isn't porn but is basically porn.
Yep. I'm looking at the
sounds
picture right
fair.
now. It's like just butts.
Yeah.
It's not just butts.
There's some titties in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I just hope that like an American, or what they always draw Americans as, like one of them shows up and because she has like the biggest breasts and
Yeah.
the biggest ass, that she is
And
like the
blonde
default
hair and
champion.
blue eyes,
She's the default champion.
and she's from Texas.
Yeah, that happens a lot too. It happens every time.
Everything's
Speaking of
bigger
which,
in
I wonder,
Texas.
I wonder if she shows up, she better have like a really like terrible English voice actor that they
Yes.
recruited in Japan.
Oh,
Like,
I
I don't know
love
what they
those.
do. It's like they might get like exchange students or something. Okay, do you remember like what was that one anime where it was a big buff black guy, but it was like
was that Excel Saga?
no, it wasn't Excel
No.
Saga, but there was a, like like there was a big buff black guy that was like gonna punch out another guy and he was threatening him, right?
Yeah.
But he had a voice that sounded like a 60-year-old white Texan. Yeah. Like with a nasal
Well,
voice.
their accent, their Japanese speaking accent that is Americanized is always like hi. Like they sound like a little bit like Kirby. They're like hi, watashi wa.
The only time that was
John
actually
Desu.
okay was I think Love Live during the movie where like a bunch of tourists just show up and like they're performing and they're like, what's a school idol?
And you're like, yeah, you sound, that's what I would ask too if I was in
but,
New York.
but not like, oh god, the worst one was was it Detroit Metal City?
Yes.
Where there was the guy who was like supposed to be like this metal god, but he had like he sounded like Colonel Sanders.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
He sounded like Colonel Sanders. It was so bad. He had like a southern accent and everything, and it's like you just couldn't believe this guy was actually like a god of metal.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it was really funny.
I love it too.
So moving on to actual sports anime, not fake sports anime. But I don't even know if I have no idea if this one's going to be good. I just thought it was interesting. I chose this one specifically because it's an all-female cast looking like most of the sports
Most
anime.
sports anime is
are
all male
casts.
casts.
Something
So
for
I
guys,
just chose
really.
something a little different. This one's called Long Riders. It's being produced by Actus. I don't know who they are,
Me neither.
but I don't really follow sports anime or that many studios, so that's not surprising. But yeah, it says like the manga follows Amy Kurata, a first-year college student with no special qualities. This is already a good
No
start.
special qualities. I.e., like
One
Useless.
day she happens to notice someone riding a folding bike, immediately falls in love with it, the bike,
This show already exists, but with motorbikes.
and uses all her savings to buy one. She eventually gets introduced to the world of long distance bicycling and road racer bikes, and she forms a cycling club called Fortuna with four other female college students from the same school. Their goal is to ride in a brevet or long distance event called Fresh. I don't know if I said brevet right. It could be brevet.
We just don't know. It's a mystery.
it sounds like a French word. It's probably like the what's
Tour de France?
Tour de France.
Yeah,
or
that
something
kind of
something
thing.
similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know much about this show, but I just pulled it up again because it has a female cast. There was another biking anime already.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
what's it called?
not Haikyuu.
It's not Haikyuu.
It's got
Oh
a
man.
And I was gonna say Hibike, but that's because in my mind I
It's
romanized
something-
it as high bike.
It's something else.
High
that
bike
starts-
euphonia.
It does start with an H, but I don't remember what it is. But I know what you're talking
Hello
about.
bike.
There's too many of these
Hello
things.
bike you.
There's too many of these things, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. Would you watch it?
I'll check it out.
No,
I mean,
it's female cast. So that's gonna be interesting.
Probably won't because
No,
I have
me
no
neither.
particular love for sports anime.
Yeah.
And as a general, like the genre just not really interests
What am
me.
I doing here? I have no particular love for anime, period.
That's not true. We all
Okay, not
love
true,
anime
yeah.
for certain reasons.
I have
But-
certain genres and
Yeah.
shows, and like it has to really interest me.
It's like it's like movies or music, right? Like
Yeah.
there are genres that you resonate with far better than.
Not even genres though. It's like specific shows. Like I hate slice of life, except like my favorite slice of life show. I do have one. It's slice of life in space. It's planets, right? And it's just like it's totally a slice of life show, but it just happens to be in space.
You just like space shows. You
Yeah,
want
I like
stuff in
sci-fi.
space.
I like sci-fi.
Yeah.
Stuff in space is cool.
I did not choose any slice of life shows this time around.
Did you choose any shows in space?
I have an anime that was produced by a company called Satellite.
Damn it. Oh, it's a comedy.
There's two of them by Satellite.
Oh, okay.
There's comedy called Nanbaka, and then the other one that's also made by Satellite is called Maho Shoujo Ikusei Keikaku. And actually, I remember when I read this one, it's actually kind of interesting. It's Hunger Gamesy.
Yeah.
The fantasy one, the magical girl one is a social game called the Magical Girl Raising Project. Allows 1 in tens of thousands of people to become a magical girl. Holy crap! I just realized that it says allows 1 in tens of thousands of people, so it doesn't have to be a girl.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right.
You could be a magical
You can be
boy.
a Brodoka or
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it-
Brodoka.
Is that the correct term? Brodoka?
Brodoka. I like it.
That's what we're using.
Okay.
We're going with that. I like it. It has a nice ring to it.
I like Gangsta Madoka.
Yeah.
That's
I like
nice.
Gangstermatica too.
So anyways, they possess extraordinary physical capabilities and looks, as well as special magical
Okay, so I
powers
guess I'm
that set them apart.
disqualified.
It sets them apart from
Harsh.
the rest of the human race. But one day, in a district containing 16 magical girls, the administration announces that it must halve the number of magical girls to solve the problem of magical energy. I didn't think that was finite, but seeing it's magical, but
magic.
apparently it is. Like, man, I'm running low on that magical energy.
It's magic. I don't gotta explain shit. Except when I do.
Yeah, it's fossil fuel powered. At first, the 16 magical girls race to collect more quote unquote magical candy than their competitors, but the rules quickly become twisted and it quickly becomes a murderous battle for survival amongst them.
Oh man.
That's why I
I
might
wanna
dip my
watch
toe
that.
into this, depending on how quickly they.
That is like Hunger
move
Games.
the
Holy
story.
crap.
Yeah,
Or like Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like, oh, you thought you were here to play a card game? No, you're playing for your soul.
I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm. Anyway, this is a show that I think I'll give the maybe 3 or 4 episode treatment. It really depends on how quickly they can move the story along to what I would consider to be the interesting part,
Which is when they're killing each other.
essentially.
I mean, that was like Madoka, right?
Yeah. Like I was gonna say,
Stuff was really lame until stuff died.
and then you were just like, oh my god, and then just kept you in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, again, that's something I'll watch. Alfred,
No.
would you give it a try?
No.
Not even a little bit.
No.
All right. What if everyone gets into it?
No. Well, the last anime that everyone got into that I watched was Attack on Titan. I made it to the recap episode, and I just simply
Which
lost interest.
recap episode?
How can you have more than one? Like, what is going on in your show? that
They
you
have a
need?
lot of recap episodes
Attack
in
on
that
Titan?
show.
Okay, well, I got to the part where he lifted the rock, and I was like, "Oh, that was awesome!" And then like, it was like, okay, time for like a weird time skip thing, and then he's on trial, and I'm just like, okay, now it sucks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah,
It's like
fair.
you know, Death Note when it hits that one point, you're just like, okay, wow, that was really good, and then now it's like a bunch of donkey stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's bad.
I'm at the risk of sounding like an anime hipster, which is like the dumbest sounding thing to say about yourself.
Anime
I'm an
grandpa.
anime hipster.
I rarely really watch shows that are super popular. Like even when like
same,
shows like
actually.
Gurren, like I have never watched Death Note, for example. I watched maybe 6 episodes of Attack on Titan. I didn't get into Tengen Top and Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann was awesome.
Yeah, Gurren Lagann
I
was
didn't,
really
but I
good.
didn't want, and this is from like a production studio that I love, like Gainax.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch that show until 3 years after it was released.
Okay, that's fair.
Like that happens a lot. With
Yeah, like, and the thing for me is like I think it's established franchises that I used to watch, right? So like when Darker Than Black season 2 came out, I was like, okay, on board right away, right?
Yeah.
And I kept with it.
Vanta Black.
Yeah, Fulikuli season like the next.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
That's
me
actually
too.
amazing, right?
Huge.
And like Fulikuli was like one of my
for me.
favorite. It is
Bringing-
my favorite
and
OVA. Yeah.
they're supposedly doing their damn best, like from
They're bringing back
production
the
side,
pillows,
to
and
try
that
bring
alone.
that
bring
seals the deal
no,
for
but
me.
not
Yeah.
just the pillows. And yeah, it's a huge
They're
deal.
bringing back the VAs as well.
But yeah, they're trying to
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
back the original cast as much as they can.
Right.
And yeah, the pillows, like, don't even start me on the pillows because
Yeah.
literally my favorite Japanese band of all
I listen to
time.
them like pretty much outside of like the context of anime, just because they're that good.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are.
and
I
then
agree.
like yeah. Anyways,
If you haven't watched Fooly Cooly, or if you have and you don't understand it, just shut up and just listen to the music and
yeah, just
And enjoy.
like you're not supposed to really understand it per se, but
You're
like
just
yeah.
supposed to appreciate
it's every
it.
other guy next show. It's just friggin' it's about puberty.
Yeah.
It's mostly
kind
about
of is.
puberty.
It's kind of about puberty, but
Okay, when there's a giant horn poking out of a young boy's like that's
That's a dick.
yeah.
that's a penis. So
but yeah,
yeah,
the
if you
music's
can't
amazing,
understand
yeah.
that, then there was no hope for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the music's amazing though.
Metaphor.
Like,
Yeah, it's
just
beautiful.
like I have like 3 or 4 different Pillows albums on my phone right now, just because
yeah.
like the music's so good. And like if you're like a music hipster and like you really like Japanese lo-fi, that's a genre.
Yeah.
It is a genre. Then look up the Pillows. They were kind of pioneers in that field. They played by South.
If we could ever bring them, I would literally lose my mind.
I would
Man, you know what? They have
literally
played the
die.
US though. I think they were at South by Southwest. in,
Screw the
like,
US, bring them to
2002.
Canada first
Yeah.
time or something.
Yeah, and they were like indie. I think they're
Yeah,
indie.
I think they're indie
I think they're
still.
indie. Yeah. So
They're like acclaimed, but not. I would probably rank them like compared to like American bands to maybe like. I want to almost say something like Gorillaz, but like less well known.
Like it's
still.
if anything, they're like a punk band. I'd say, right? Like
Gorillaz are punk.
Gorillaz, hip hop punk.
They're-
Yeah, sure, hip hop punk.
Yeah, they're not like.
no, the Pillows. The best thing would be like any other lo-fi band, right? So like they're almost like a garage band, almost.
Yeah.
Like White Stripes would be a good comparison. Like some of like the more heavier White Stripes songs, I'd say.
Sure.
Anyways, like yeah, I'm music hipster. I'm gonna stop with that.
Yeah. If Fully Cooley season 2, we don't really want to talk about sequels too often, just because we figure that most people already know what they like if they're gonna go for the sequel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But
But that
Fully
one.
Cooley season 2 definitely
Yeah.
something worth talking about.
Yeah.
Looking forward to.
Question is, who's gonna animate it? Is it gonna be?
Oh yeah,
Trigger?
is it going to be Gainax? Is it
gonna
going
be
to be Trigger?
Trigger?
What's going on with that?
Well, it's
yeah.
probably gonna be Trigger.
Yeah. See
If I had
if,
to guess. It really
see if
depends.
Trigger did it, then I'm like, okay, on board.
Yeah.
Entirely on board.
and
Speaking of Gurren Lagann, though, this next one kind of looks like Gurren Lagann.
actually, it reminds me more of Prison High School.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing when I read the
Maybe it's like
synopsis
a
earlier.
mix. It's like a mix of
Prison
both.
School,
Like
yeah.
There's
Prison
just
School.
no context given. Like 4 men are assigned to the prison. Jugo, a man who attempted to break out of prison and ended up extending his jail time. Uno, a man who likes to gamble with women. Roku, a man who likes to get into fights. And Nico, a man who likes anime. That's it. That's all the context.
That's
How
like
do you go to? How
it's
do you
like a
get-
buddy, like a really messed up buddy stoner movie.
yeah.
Could
Like
be.
a really messed up one.
And
It'd
like-
be like Seth Rogen and friggin' what's his name? I always remember like the little Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen,
What's his face?
Franco. No,
Yeah, Franco.
James
And
Franco
Jay Baruchel.
No, and who's the loser? Like the guy who always plays like awkward losers.
Oh, Michael
Jay-
Cera.
Michael Cera.
Cera.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Yeah.
he is typecast. I'm sorry. Like
Yeah.
he just plays Michael Cera in every movie.
They should bring in
does.
Jesse Eisenberg for that movie too.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Just so people can be like, what the
Mark
fuck is-
Zuckerberg. No.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg. What is this? Shout out to Game Grumps. They have no idea who we are, but that's okay.
No, that's all right. We're telling John knows who we are. And by proxy, we're like one separation away from John.
Let's not go down that path because it's a very sad and depressing path. It's like all these people we could possibly be connected with, but aren't.
Orange.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Anyways, let's take a moment, and I just want to talk about our sponsor for this episode. So, once again, the sponsor for our episode today is VoiceDubs. VoiceDub Studios is an international media studio based out of Calgary. They specialize in providing custom video and voiceover production services that bridge the Japanese, Chinese, and North American market. With partner studios in Tokyo and Beijing, VoiceDubs manages the entire production process right from the beginning, allowing you to focus on what you do best, running your business. Come see why some of the top companies from across the world have chosen voice dubs for their video and voiceover production needs. Are you interested in joining the voiceover industry? Voice Dubs offers educational events where industry professionals come to teach you what you need to know. To stay updated on the latest information, special events, and other media production opportunities, subscribe at voicedubs.com. That's voicedubz.com. And thank you once more for sponsoring our podcast and sponsoring the Otafest Idol Grand Finale Prize. We hope to have you again.
And thanks for your support. Actually. Yeah. Speaking of sponsors, that's something I forgot to mention about Otafest Pocket.
Yeah, we have some really cool sponsors helping us out.
Yeah, we do. And if you guys were at the May Cafe at Otafest 2016, then you would have had some really amazing melon pan and melon pan ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah.
And
those will be back.
And they also had, what was it, mochi?
Yes, so we're going to have...
Shout-outs to Ogura Bakery.
Yeah, Ogura Bakery.
Oguraya.
Oguraya Bakery.
Oguraya Bakery.
And the thing is, I mentioned this last time, I didn't get to go into the May Cafe, so I'm looking forward to actually...
I did, and they were delicious. The mochi were so cute, and they were so good. And they're also bringing not only melon pan, but melon pan ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
In November?
I don't care.
I don't give a crap, man.
Okay, sure.
We also have...
Actually, that's true. I like cold food and cold weather for some reason. I'm
it
stupid
works.
like that.
It works.
Yeah. Okay, so we're
We
out of
also
anime
have,
to review.
Yeah, by the way, we're done with the anime review. Hopefully, that's something that has enticed you. Maybe we've introduced some new titles on your that weren't on your radar before that you thought sounded interesting. We'll watch some of them and report back on what we think.
As an aside, though, kind of in the same vein, but not really Japanese related, have you guys been watching any Western cartoons lately?
I watch an assload.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, I know you're huge into Steven Universe.
Steven Universe is love. Steven Universe is life.
I haven't been keeping up with Adventure Time. I don't know what's been going on with Adventure Time.
Adventure Time, look, I love Adventure Time, but the problem with it is that the potential story that it has, they just develop it a little bit too slowly for my liking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, they're trying to stretch it out, right? So,
and I don't really understand why. Like, honestly, if Adventure Time was like a plot-filled 2 seasons, it would be a better show than the, what is it, like 5th or 6th season that it's in now.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I stopped watching it, was it just got too slow for me, and I was just like, this isn't fun anymore. It was okay back when they first started, but actually one of the reasons that Adventure Time for me is not as fun to watch anymore, and it's not particularly story driven, it's because the creator of Steven Universe, Rebecca Sugar, she's a musician. She's very talented musically, and that's something that helps make Steven Universe great, is that their songs are co-written usually or co-produced by her. So she's got all this talent. And then back in the day where
she was working
Adventure Time, Adventure Time as their musical production artist, those are the most well-known songs of Adventure Time. Whereas Steven Universe right now in its third season is still pumping out some awesome songs. They pop out a song like probably every probably 4th episode, I want to say.
So that's like songs like Good Little Girl and stuff, right? Or like, I'm trying to think of Adventure Time songs. See, when I think of Adventure Time songs,
even little things like I'm a Buff Little Baby.
Yeah, I'm a Buff Little Baby.
That's a fun, cute song. It doesn't have to have all the story in the world, but a lot of Marsh Bean's greatest songs.
Because when I think of Adventure Time songs, I think of freaking Bacon Pancakes and like the stupid New York mashup.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Alicia Keys mashup.
Making bacon pancakes. Yeah. But so again, the greatest songs that are the most well-known songs in Adventure Time are mostly done by Rebecca Sugar.
Yeah, and that's why you're keeping up with Steven Universe.
Yeah, I'm a musically inclined person. I'm not super talented in that sense, but I know what I like.
Yeah, that's fair.
You have an aneurysm with Rick and Morty. I've been watching Rick and Morty.
I have not followed that yet.
Rick and Morty is actually really, really good. I'm like,
I want to start watching it. It looks really interesting.
There's a lot of dark humor and a lot of
I like that.
How adult is it?
Very.
That's what I understood. Like I think everyone's seen like that one gif of just like, what's the name of that dog? There's a little dog isn't there?
Oh,
and then he's
Snowball.
Yeah, and he's in like a robot suit, and
Yeah.
and he's like it like lightning flashes in this little girl's bedroom, and it's like, where are my balls?
Where are my testicles?
Yeah, like I don't know. I've never actually
Where are my
watched the clip, but
testicles,
I've just
Summer?
seen like the gif of it, and I was like, all right.
No, it's a good show. It's good. And the thing is, it's almost okay. So the best way I can describe it is that it's Back to the Future, but really messed up, and you mash that with Futurama and like
That
some
sounds
South Park.
like a dream come true.
Yeah, like the Futurama part is that you'll occasionally do an episode that will like mess with you, right? Like emotionally, right? So it's just like, holy crap, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's good.
Fry's dog.
I can't, yeah, you'll get a Fry's dog moment at some points.
Man.
I can't really describe
Jurassic
it.
Park is actually one of the
Most traumatizing.
I think it was Emmy, like an Emmy-winning
It
episode.
was, and
So-
the one before that was pretty traumatizing too. That was the one with where Fry.
Is it the mom?
No, he finds out that he thought his brother had stolen his name and landed on
Right.
landed on Mars.
Yeah.
And like he stole all of his accomplishments, but it turns out at the end that it was actually his dead nephew that was named in honor of him because he had disappeared.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, holy crap, yeah. And then
I
like
actually gotta
there's a
rewatch
slow zoom
Futurama.
out as don't you forget about me, like
Yeah.
plays. It was just like, yeah,
Ugh.
that was like my most memorable episode of
But
Futurama.
yeah, I might get into. Well, I probably will. It's just it's following the same principle as like anime for me, where right now it's like really popular, and Steven Universe is popular as well.
Yeah.
But I got into it at the very beginning before it was known.
It's
kind of.
popular, but it is really good, and it is a smart show, and
That's good.
It's only 2 seasons.
We kind of need that more from cartoons. To
Yeah.
be honest,
It's
not
yeah.
like not every show has to be basically stupid as like SpongeBob is, for example.
Yeah.
And I love SpongeBob.
Hey,
for
SpongeBob can be pretty
old
intelligent
SpongeBob.
sometimes. Old
The
SpongeBob
first
was
three-
golden.
The first 3
Holy crap!
Yeah.
seasons of SpongeBob before they kind of got
Yeah, I will
rinsed a little bit.
Maintain that SpongeBob is this generation's Simpsons.
Yeah, I
Could
can agree
very
with
be.
that.
It is the millennial
but
version of the Simpsons.
Only the original kind of seasons. 'Cause
Yeah.
they got cleaned up a lot.
They did. Yeah.
And that's not saying that's a bad thing. It's
Although,
just that
from what I hear,
it took a lot of inside jokes and then
Mm-hmm.
they took a lot of intelligence away from the show because some of those jokes are actually downright hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it was made into a kid show again, essentially.
pretty much. But like, I don't know, like, well, it was already a kid's show, but it was like, it just happened to be like kind of weird and raunchy enough for like adults to watch.
Yeah, but then
alongside,
there's
right?
crap shows like Ren and Stimpy.
Okay, Ren and Stimpy is stupid on purpose. So the Ren and Stimpy is like
Yeah,
that though.
but that's an actual crap show. Like it's shit posting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
shitposting
But
the show.
I mean, it's okay. I don't know. Ren and Stimpy has a special place in my heart. It was like
Yeah.
it was late nights on Teletoon. Ren and Stimpy was like that. That was
the thing. That was
Late night
that-
Teletoon.
Late night
For
Teletoon
you
was
damn
like-
kids who don't know that
was the shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, rest in peace. Is all I can say. Like it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a no, it's Nickelodeon. It's Nickelodeon has a website, I think, or on Nickelodeon you can watch old retro cartoons that they'll just
It
stream.
wasn't Nickelodeon's official thing.
my bad.
Yeah, it's not official, dude.
Oops.
Doesn't really matter. It's still
Yeah.
good.
But yeah,
Check
Rick
it
and
out.
Morty.
I won't give you the URL. That's the trade off.
Rick and Morty is really good. What else? Crap, man.
Bravest Warriors, I'm hoping kind of comes back, but I
Yeah.
don't know if that's going to, and that's also by the same production team as Adventure Time.
Yeah. Archer. You guys watch Archer? At all?
I need to start watching.
I want to
Archer.
start with that as well.
Oh, I want to talk a little, just because we're talking about animation, I want to talk about a movie I saw recently.
Okay.
Did you watch Kubo?
Kubo.
I'm
watched
so
Kubo,
excited
yeah.
for
I
this movie.
watched Kubo probably, or I saw the trailer for Kubo probably about like 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. 'Cause
Yeah, those
it's
first
been in-
trailers.
It's been in production for a very long time because
yeah,
it's
stop
a
motion.
traditionally
Animated.
stop motion animated
Which
movie.
I could not believe when I saw.
Yeah, there
the
are
trailer.
CG
It was-
elements, which is
yeah.
like acceptable, of course. But I would venture, just from the behind the scenes I've seen, it's probably 80% at least stop motion animated, and it is beautiful. The story is, I don't want to give it like away or anything like that, but I would say the story is actually kind of the weakest part, which is a little bit sad. But it's a children's
Yeah,
movie,
but
so it's a little bit simple.
But it
itself.
looks beautiful.
Yeah,
right?
simple is the best way to put it, but literally the art direction in every way, like the music, the animation, everything else that you can think of is so on point. It's like, if the story is like a 6.5 or like a 7, depending on how you're feeling about it, then the art direction is a 9, essentially, for me
Okay.
at least.
And it's made by Leica, the same studio who did Coraline.
Oh. So am I going to look me in the eye right now and tell me, am I going to cry?
You will probably get emotional, yes.
Okay.
Our good friend Linda totally cried for probably about 3/4 of the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she will
Oh,
also
for
cry
the
on top of
record,
a
she
hat,
also
so.
cried.
Oh yeah,
during
we did watch The Last Bastion.
We watched
She
Last
did cry
Bastion,
in
and
my
she
lap.
did cry.
And then people who she's a little bit more of an indie artist, but she's kind of made a little bit more of a name for herself in like video production is Regina Spektor. She is the artist who sings the closing credits. By the way, the closing credits are also beautiful. And
Oh, great. I'm
the
excited.
closing credit song, the initial one, is While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Like
but
cover of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it uses what is it, Shimasen?
Shimasen, yeah.
Holy crap, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up.
So it's like, again, if you haven't looked at it yet, just even watch the trailer. It is amazingly beautiful. Kubo and the Two Strings.
Kubo and the Two
Yeah,
Strings.
I want to.
I'm
I
gonna
want
get
to
around
check
to
the
it.
movie out. So
It's been out for
get around to
two weeks already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I've been kind of like on a just because Sarah really hates going to movie theaters, right? I have been missing out on a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see Finding Dory. I haven't seen the new Star Trek. I haven't seen.
I've seen a bit of Dory. I haven't seen Star Trek. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I used to go see a lot of movies because I have like one of those Scotiabank scene cards.
Yeah.
And I pay for almost everything with my credit card or via debit. So I hoard
So-
points and then I go see movies for free. But I've recently used up my points. So I
Oh.
have to wait for a
Let's
little
go a cheap
while.
movie night. It's like $6.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
okay, well, it
$8.
used to be $8. It used to be
It's $8.
right. I'm
But
still
still.
in my mind. The movies are still $12. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm in the
my
same
mind.
way.
In my mind and
Yeah.
in my heart. Yeah.
I miss those days.
Yeah. And then I didn't see Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
I'm
I don't think I am
I'm
either.
not going to.
I think I'm good. I think I can just pass
There was
it.
there was an opportunity that came up, like with a few friends, that we were gonna go as a group outing, and fortunately the theater was sold out. So we were like, screw it, we'll see it another time. And I couldn't make the next time. I think that some people did go see it.
So now you're safe. Your wallet
yeah, I'm
is safe.
and I kept my money.
Yeah.
Didn't
No,
support.
Poor DC. I don't know. Like, I did watch like the good parts of Batman v Superman, and that was just the action scenes. Like, there's
Which was how
there's
much
a
of the movie?
compilation.
I'm also not gonna watch that.
There's a compilation on YouTube. It's just all the action and fight scenes, and it's just like, yep. And like down in the comments, like, yep, that was a good movie. That's it.
I'm tired of
gosh.
superhero movies.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
everyone
am
is.
too, kind
I think
of.
everyone
Like,
is, but yeah.
I mean, I'm not the biggest comic book fan, but that's not even the
Then
issue.
again, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Okay, I'm down
I'm
for that.
down with
I
that.
might make an exception for that, but what's really going to happen is I'm not going to watch it opening weekend or anything. It's got to
yeah.
like I'm going to wait
Yeah.
because I need
Yeah.
reinforcement. And also, Guardians of the Galaxy is Marvel, isn't it?
It is Marvel. Yeah.
Yes.
So Marvel tends to do.
There's
well,
also
so.
that.
Yeah.
That's not. There's
Not
not
DC.
much to be said
Yeah.
there, unfortunately. Oh, I wanted to ask because there's a couple of cons coming up. Do you guys have any cosplay plans?
I do.
Yeah. We can share them.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll start. I mean, we've talked about Overwatch
lot.
quite a lot
Yeah.
on the podcast, so I'm...
So you're going to be Tank Bastion?
Listen, no,
You gonna be Ganymede?
never. I would love to do a Genji cosplay, and there's a friend that I have who wants to do a female Hanzo cosplay, and I told her I would do a female Genji if she does it.
So
But-
if she's gonna be female Hanzo, is she gonna let her left boob hang out?
I don't think so. I doubt it
I thought
because
I'd-
we
I
plan
thought I'd
on
just ask.
wearing these to conventions, and that's not usually
I don't
allowed.
know.
But you
Thought
can
I'd just
dream.
ask.
You can dream
You know,
about seeing the
costume
city.
accuracy.
But I really
Staying true to the character.
want to do.
Well, it's part of the tattoo, man. So it's gotta. How's it gonna show?
I can just see Alfred like dying over there.
We're staff members of Otafest. We should not condone this type of behavior.
It's not that. It's. I believe you can be topless in Canada.
You can be. Yeah.
Yeah, but not at conventions.
Not at conventions. Sorry, we have a dress code.
Well, yeah, because that's it's private property.
Speaking
Yeah.
of dress code, there was actually a really cool one I saw at San Japan. Actually, there was like a cosplay's not consent poster, but next to it there was a cosplay dress code, and they actually showed like what areas you had to have covered. Like,
That's handy.
and it was stone cold clear. I was like, that's extremely
It's like you
handy,
can't get around that.
Yeah.
You can visually see it right in front of your face.
like how many percentage of your butt crack needs to be
No,
covered.
I've decided.
Yeah.
Okay, but what if you have a bigger butt crack than other people? Butt cracks are not all the same length.
Don't talk to me. Butt crack privilege.
We all know what plumber butt looks like, and like praying for.
Anyways, what was your point?
For butt cleavage.
What were you
My
going to
point
cosplay?
was that I want to do Anna Amari.
a young Anna.
But I want to do the young Anna
Young Anna.
skin, so the
You've been
Captain
talking about it
Amari.
for
So
a
you're gonna look like Farrah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to look like young Anna. So you're gonna look like her daughter.
And like Farah is my main. I would love to cosplay Farah, but I
it's
do
the
not want to
armor.
take on that armor. I
the
just
armor,
don't
yeah.
want to do it.
What if there's like a zero suit?
Okay.
If there was a zero suit Farah, I'd be
You
on
know
that.
what we should do? We should totally do a budget cosplay group for Overwatch.
Oh.
Because there was one at AE that I really liked. It was just cardboard.
Oh, we
So there
should do
was-
that.
I
That'd
call
be
Diva.
really fun. Yeah, That'd be so
I
fun.
call Diva.
The chick who was Diva just had a box with like the bunny on it.
Yeah.
And she had like a Doritos like thing taped to the side. And
Oh,
like,
that's wonderful.
No, I would wear like a headset that had a Dorito tape like taped to the
and she was
side.
just crab walking everywhere with
Yeah.
like her like cardboard guns out. It was just so funny.
And a cup holder built into the box that
Yeah.
for Mountain Dew.
Can we please do that?
Yeah, I kinda
It'll be
wanna
like
do that.
cardboard Gundams all over again, but I'll be the Gundam.
You know what?
Or
Considering
maybe
how
we could all just be Diva.
considering how budget this is, we can get this ready for Edmonton Expo. We totally
We should
could.
do it. Okay, we're doing
okay,
it.
all right.
I'm probably not gonna go.
I'm probably
been to-
not either,
I've
but I
been to
might go
Edmonton-
for one day just for that.
I've been to Edmonton far too much this year.
Yeah. Speaking of which, though, yeah, I was gonna.
I just want to travel to other places.
I'm thinking of commissioning a friend just to do a so they can make me a young Hanzo.
Yeah.
Because we got a friend who's doing a young Genji, and I want to do a young Hanzo.
We'll be just
Young
like the young
Hanzo.
Overwatch group.
Yeah, because
together.
like
Young
me,
Watch,
me and this
Baby
friend,
Watch.
they always mistake us for brothers. So I'm
yeah,
just
so
like,
you're
okay,
like, might as well go
embrace
for it. Yeah.
Oh, is it Austin?
Austin. Yeah,
Yeah.
Austin's doing the Genji, and I'd like to do a young Hanzo. So
That's
But, I mean,
that's pretty good.
yeah,
I'm
the,
just-
the bow though is going to be a pain.
It's gonna be
and, yeah.
awful, but it'll be worth it.
And I kind of want to bloody the both of us up, just to look like we just
You
got in a
told
fight.
me about
so.
this, and like I will be there to shoot it, but I'm gonna cry. So the
Yeah.
photos might all be blurry because I'm just gonna sob.
Just utilize your inner edgelord. There's no crying.
Yeah, no, that and like for Calgary Expo, I've been thinking of like maybe cosplaying from Destiny, just like my character from
Oh
Destiny.
yeah,
so,
you were talking about
Original
that
character
before.
do not steal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
But that would be good. Commissions is a nice way to do things. I would
Yeah.
love to commission people, but I tend to have more fun when I make it myself. So I tend not to commission people, but that's because I enjoy it.
Your priorities will also come first when you're trying to
Right,
be creative.
yeah.
Like, not to be a jerk. Like, obviously, if you're being paid for it, you're going to be responsible enough to make that product for that person.
Yeah.
But like you're still pretty active in the cosplay community, so it's tough to balance your desires versus someone else's.
Yeah,
desires
that
online,
too.
Right. Mm-hmm. Like it just works out that way for the most part.
Yeah, commission work is tough.
yeah.
I
I
will
gotta
s-
get the work, like I gotta get my money together first.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
you
already
have
have
to,
an
well,
idea what's
you have
gonna
to
cost.
treat artists, and like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what kind of artist you are, you have to treat them fairly.
Yeah,
No, exactly.
exactly.
And by that, I mean like
Give credit.
give credit, and it's not about exposure. If you tell them you're paying
Oh
them
my God,
in
I get
exposure,
so
like,
salty.
you're like,
Oh, yeah,
I
that
have
doesn't work.
I have like
I'm sorry.
500 Instagram followers, so like I'll make sure to mention you, and that's how I'm gonna pay you.
No,
Go literally
Whoa.
Damn.
because you're a bad person. You're just a leech. It's exactly what you are, and you're not giving anything back to the community. You're not giving anything. Like, the reason why someone can push out like a piece of art in 15 minutes for like a drawing, for example,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is because they spent years getting to that point.
Yeah, they spent years
You're
honing
not,
that skill.
you're not paying for their 15 minutes. You're paying for
the
the
15 years worth of skill that they've built up.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't understand that, then just either get good yourself or start making money.
Get good. Well, it's just ridiculous because people like, there's this whole stereotype of like, starving artists go flip burgers at McDonald's, but like people literally have to do that because like they can't make money because people won't pay them
They give them
Yeah.
a fair
false
wage.
promises.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and it's people don't see the value in that, right? Like,
Yeah.
like as a photographer, I see that a lot too, right? Like, yeah, I will do stuff for free, right? Like, and like because I like to keep it as a hobby, right? But
Yeah,
like, if you ask me
exactly.
to shoot a wedding or something, and you
Demand that
don't-
it be free.
like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Because that's a job. Like
Like, unless I offer to do it for free, right?
Yeah,
But, like,
which
I
is
mean, like
different.
that's
That's
among
a-
friends, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's totally different, right? So,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I see it all the time. Like,
It's unfortunately as well, and I don't want to say anything like specific, but it's the truth is like it's really prevalent. That kind of attitude is really prevalent within our community, which is unfortunate because our community is
Yeah.
actually our community is great, but it's fueled by artists. like they contribute greatly, but they're not recognized for their work.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has to do with like the fact that maybe our demographic is on the younger side. It's maybe like, you know, maybe part-time job or no job at all. Like,
Yeah, that's
so that
true.
kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it that it's difficult. So,
Okay, so
again,
that-
either
so-
you gotta spend the time to maybe either save that money up if there's something you really want, because that's just the way life works.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to play devil's advocate here, though, right? We've had a huge, not huge issue, but like we've had issues with photographers in the past who like have charged exorbitant amounts of money for photo shoots, right? Now the thing is, as a cosplay photographer, you are trying to make money off of someone else's hobby, right?
Right.
So like where's that line get drawn?
I guess
right?
for me personally, I think if I'm booking a shoot with someone, so I'm approaching you saying, I have these ideas, I want to shoot this costume in this place, I want to take that time out of your life. I think if you ask me for payment in return, that's fair because I'm requesting a service of you and you're going to potentially be providing me with that service. I think where it's not fair is when it's photographers approaching people, say at conventions, for example, and saying, I want you to give me some money and I'm going to take your picture.
Yeah. See, and it's weird because I've been on both sides of this, right? And like, I'm actually at the point where I'm not sure where I stand on this, right?
Yeah.
Because in the convention scene, right, we're all hobbyists, right? We all do this for free. We all do this for fun. So,
It's a passion project.
and it's a passion project, right? So like, I personally have disagreed with a lot of people who charge for photo shoots. But on the other hand, right, if you own a studio, if you are a professional photographer, right, like it becomes difficult for you to comprehend the fact that no one wants to pay for your services and you should not charge for your services, right?
Well, what it really comes down to is, are they coming to you for the service, or are you going to them
for the service?
telling them
Yeah.
it's a service?
Yeah,
right.
And
Like
it's tough though. It really is, because there's some gray areas in that exchange, right?
Right. Because like, what if you are at a con and you say, hey, I'm a professional photographer, and then someone comes up to you?
Yeah,
You know?
Right.
well, I think the onus is on both parties to communicate that properly.
Yeah,
But
I agree
it's
with
not
you.
it's
Exactly.
nothing really more than that. Like, not to be like upset about it, but literally just go, like, if you're a photographer, then, and you believe that your work is worth paying for, or you just don't want to provide it for free, then you go up to someone and or if someone asks you, can you take a photo, then you can tell them, like, you can just tell them honestly about your service fees, essentially.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas,
Or just before the con, you know, like, be honest with people, right? So,
Yeah,
like, so people
exactly.
will seek you out. And the thing is, I think what will justify the cost to people is the end result, right?
Yeah.
So
Well-
you need to post samples. You need to actually
Yeah.
show people that your work is worth.
and the
money
other
that
thing
you're
is
asking
like,
for.
you're making money off of someone, like you mentioned earlier, you're making money off of
Someone else's hobby.
work,
Yeah.
which is like their cosplay.
Yeah.
But the truth is, like, the reason why that cosplayer is asking for those photos is so that they can in turn take those photos and then
Show
market
them to
themselves.
people. Yeah.
Again. So
Well, you
it's-
don't know that. It's not marketing, right? Like,
For some people it is.
For some people
I
it
would
is. Some
say-
people it isn't, right?
You know what? I think I'm not
It is
saying
and
that
it
you're.
isn't,
I'm
but-
not saying
yeah.
that you're like wrong, but I feel like that's the majority.
Well,
I
it
don't
only
think.
it only feels that way because of this whole sea change in the cosplay community, right? Where it's
Yeah,
all
that's
about
very
social
true.
media followers. It's all about that, right?
Likes.
And stuff,
Reblogs,
and
etc.
and what about
with-
DeviantArt?
and with the
Yeah.
whole, like, you know, professional like cosplayer kind of like movement, right? People
Yeah.
trying to make this into a career. That's how it's going, right?
Yeah.
So, but like, again though, like, the reason I tend to side more with like the don't charge kind of side of it is just because, you know, like, to me, a cosplayer is someone who does it as a hobby,
Yeah.
and they don't do it as a career. And the thing is, fine, if you want to do it as a career, then I think it's only fair that the photographer charges, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, for sure.
If you're
So-
making money off of, like, it's there was big issues.
Yeah.
I remember with like one cosplayer, I'm not going to name names,
Mm-hmm.
like one famous professional cosplayer who had a bunch of photos taken by a photographer, shopped out the watermarks, and then sold the photos as prints.
Yeah, and that's problematic, right?
Yeah.
So it's
And definitely it comes down to, like, if you're, I think it, honestly, I'd place the onus on the cosplayer. Yeah, like the
I do
initial
too.
onus, because the cosplayer knows what they're going to go after. So if they're going to make this great cosplay, they know they have the skills to
Yep.
not just wear it, but like to make it and everything like that, so it looks great.
Yeah.
And then if they're planning to pursue maybe a career or at least some kind of payment in the future due to their skills, then they're like, when they approach a photographer, they should be honest with them and be like,
This is what my intentions
I'm going to pay you I'm going to pay you to take my photos because I'm going to take those photos and then I'm going to market myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because the photo,
And at that point, at that point, you should have a model release.
yeah.
So
Because
Yeah.
the truth is, the photographer doesn't really know what you're going to do with the photos.
no, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
sometimes it's personal. Sometimes you're like, oh yeah, look at these times I like made this awesome costume.
Yeah.
The other time, but other times it could just be like, yeah, these are kind of like my model shoots or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
And like just
The
from
photographer
a
is not
personal point
unknowing.
of view, right?
Yeah.
It's like I will never charge for a shoot at a con, right? Unless like they're taking like that person's taking up like hours of my time.
Yeah.
Right. If their shoot idea goes over 2 or 3 hours, or they're taking me off site like across the city to shoot, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, yeah, like pay for my gas money and like, you know, like maybe like
Compensate me fairly for the
compensate me
time
fairly
that I'm
for the
taking
time
out of
I'm
my
taking,
con.
right? Because like
Yeah.
my role is just to walk around the con and document the convention, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, it's not all just about one person, right? And if you want to make it all about just one person, then you should pay
You
me
pay for that
right?
service. Yeah.
Exactly. So, or if it's like outside a con, it's like not what I typically do, but you appreciate my work, then yeah, fine. Then like say like again, a wedding, for instance. Right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
But again, just when it comes to the world of any kind of art commission, just pay the price.
Yeah,
Pay the
exactly.
price that they're asking, or you know what? Like negotiate if you can, if you feel like it's possible. Don't lowball.
Don't
them.
lowball people.
Don't
But
lowball,
like
that's-
you know,
yeah.
a lot of the time people are willing to work within a certain range. Like someone's not going to lose sleep if they maybe lose like $5.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
commission. Like if their normal price is $30, and maybe you can talk them down to 25. I'm not saying that's everybody, but you can always try if you feel like that's,
You can always politely ask.
possible.
The
Yeah,
worst you can get
exactly.
is a no.
yeah.
But that being said, if you get a no,
don't
respect
say
that no.
Yeah, or don't say words like, I think you're like, I can see that you're priced at 35, but I think you're only worth 25.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd
Then
be
you
bad.
should just get chokeslammed.
Yeah.
And on that note,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that no being a jerk.
Stone Cold just like walks in and just
Oh, yeah.
choke slams you.
Yeah, the people's
Yeah.
elbow.
Austin
The Rock.
360.
Yeah, pay a commission for their work. So yeah,
Oh man, I
Oh,
miss
what are we-
wrestling. I miss wrestling.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I grew up with pro wrestling.
I only watch a little bit. I don't watch it now.
No,
I
it's
mean, I
just,
watched it
like,
when I was a kid.
I don't know. It's Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock.
It's
Yeah.
insane how many of those guys are still
Yeah,
performing.
I know. Right?
Yeah.
John Cena.
Nah.
Oh,
All right,
God.
okay, we crossed the line. We should stop.
Is that
We're
like
getting
jumping
too
the shark?
memes.
Yeah,
Jumping
I
the Cena?
think so. Yeah, jumping the Cena.
Too many memes.
Too many memes.
Man,
Trolling as they are.
that made like my whole body itch for a second.
Okay, so we are
Let's
running
not
out
be.
of time.
We're not making this the meme podcast. It's not
Yeah.
gonna
No,
happen.
we are running out of time.
The
as
meme
well,
cast.
so.
Yeah. So, we hope you enjoyed our anime preview for
or
fall.
Or
Again,
talk about Western cartoons and
Yeah, just a little bit of everything.
weird rant about cosplay and
Paying people
paying
for things.
artists. Yeah, but yeah, that was a good episode. I like that.
Yeah, it was fun.
thanks for listening. Thank you again to our sponsor, Voice Dubs. And we'll see you at Otafest Pocket. Please remember to like, follow, and subscribe. It's something we have to do now because we honestly kind of want to reach out to more people. So if you
Yeah.
can help
Yeah,
us
totally.
share our content, then we'd really greatly appreciate it. Anyways, I'm Jay signing off.
I'm Dio. See you later.
And I'm out. Wow.
Oh, he can't even wait. If we don't let him sign off, does the episode continue or does it end without him?
I'm Alfred signing off. Bye. Wow, I've never screwed that up before. Okay. No, seriously, bye.
Bye.
Wow.